All right, it is Ricky Simone, who is $50,000 richer after a pretty fantastic weekend. But let's making it rain. Let's just start, man. I mean, you took the O from the undefeated, hyped up Jack Shore. You said you were going to do it, but you got it done. I mean, how did it feel after what was a phenomenal performance, man?
Man, it feels good because I feel like my team and I are so good at breaking opponents down. I watch so much film. By the end of camp, I'm tired of seeing my opponent's face because I mean I'm thinking about them constantly and watching, drinking my coffee, breaking down their videos. I'm on runs. I'm on my treadmill. I'm watching their videos. So by the end of camp, I'm just so done, so ready to be done with them. But we broke. I mean, I feel like everything that we broke down, everything that said we were gonna do, we did.
Yeah, it's funny, man. As I was watching that fight play out, I remembered our conversation where you were like, I can't wait to get up against the fence with him and wrestle him there. I don't think he's going to like that position. He's not going to know much. I mean, it played out exactly the way that you said it was going to, and you really got to show, your entire game. So, I mean, was there anything in there that surprised you? Was there anything he did that was unexpected? Because it looked like you pretty much just executed exactly what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, if you're gonna fight me and you're talking about your like strong points being your strength and your grappling, and then I'm just kind of like, great. That if that's what but because I feel like I'm the strongest bantamweight in the world for sure. I mean, I'm as about as much muscle as you could fit on a 135-pound frame. The only thing that surprised me, I think, is that his jab was faster than I thought. I feel like I broke down that jab very well, like leading up to the fight, and live it's always a little bit different. And he had a little bit more snap on it than I was expecting. But other than that, I mean, everything that we prepared for, I feel like we were ready.
Yeah, pretty phenomenal. And then the success of this arm triangle choke. Now, I don't know if you want to save the secrets for like the seminar later on. You got to get people to pay to sign up for that. But what is it that you're nailing this arm triangle? You talked about kind of a little bit different setup. I mean, can you reveal kind of, I guess, what it is without giving away too much? Like what's making it different for you?
No, it just everyone was kind of getting used to the traditional finish that I was hitting on people, and so what I started doing is like because everyone likes to roll away once you start hitting the arm triangle, right? So I started just going like a rear naked choke grip, and instead of putting my hand on this side, I put it on this side of my face, so it kind of just like cuts a little bit more of an angle, and I've been just finishing that like a bunch from weird positions too, from the side. I'll put guard like they can know, everyone can know. I'm still gonna throw it. Uh, but that's just something I've been really comfortable with, and Coach Fabiano has been working on with me, and it had a lot of success this camp. Asked my cousin Vince, and and feel good with it.
Vince has been stuck in that arm triangle once or twice, huh?
Yeah, I don't catch him very often. In this camp, I was catching him with this, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the one.
I love it, man. So we're kind of joking about the $50,000 bonus. I mean, obviously those are always great, but let me ask you: are you the responsible type, and you're putting that away, and we're just saving it all, or is there at least like a little, maybe like one little toy or a little bit of wasted money, just having fun with it?
Um, well, I just bought a house, so I mean, there's like plenty of projects that I'm trying to do. This is my like little game room. I need to get this going. I'm doing all new flooring downstairs, so there's plenty of places that this $50,000 is going to go to. I should probably be smart with it, but most of my money goes towards food and traveling anyway. So I'll definitely. Oh, I'm going to take my little brother Tank, the real Tank, to the fights over in Dallas to watch my boy Alex Perez fight. Yeah, the $50,000 will help to spoiling us for the week.
I love it, man. You'll have some fun in Dallas. All right, so the rankings are out, up to number 11 in the new rankings. Happy with that? Are you satisfied with that? Were you hoping to see a little further rise? Or what do you feel about that 11 spot?
Well, at the beginning of my fight week, I was ranked 11, and then they moved me to 13, and then after I won, they moved me back to 11. So I was honestly, I was expecting that. I was joking. I was like, they're probably just gonna move me back to my spot. Which, if you look at everyone ranked above me, it makes. I mean, it's just there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of good fighters in the top 10. So I think if you look at my record, 20 professional wins. There's not a lot of other fighters in the top 10 with 20 professional wins. TJ Dillashaw doesn't even have 20 professional wins. So I have one of the best records in the bantamweight division, and I've been producing. So even if I'm not ranked in the top 10 now, my next opponent should be in the top 10, and I will be after the next one for sure.
Yeah, it feels to me like you're starting to get that recognition that if you didn't have it before, people are really starting to see you as a legitimate contender. Now, you had the call out ready. You called out Sean O'Malley. Technically, he's below you now too in the rankings, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
are you still loving that call out, or was that just having a little fun? What do you think?
I think, well, if you look at everybody, there's really no one for me to fight right now, and ranked above me. I think the only person without a fight would be Font, and I think he's injured. A rematch with Font would be great, but um, he was just one of the only ones without a fight. Frankie Edgar is talking about wanting a fight in Madison Square Garden. Um, that would be great. That's a great timeline for me. But I think I don't know. I don't think O'Malley would do it. I just think that I just keep poking and prodding just to talk some shit. I don't know.
I, you know what's funny is I kind of thought the same thing. I know you like to mess with, but Frankie Edgar, I mean, a legend on his way out in Madison Square Garden. That might be pretty interesting. And I don't think that dude turns down fights.
Yeah, yeah. Frankie is the man. I used to copy him when I was like, I'd watch him fight all the time. When I was an amateur fighter, I'd be doing all the same stuff Frankie would be doing because I felt like we had similar body styles, and he's a high paced fighter, and he has that crazy like heart too when he fights. So I always felt like that kind of resonated with me a little bit. And but to fight Frankie Edgar in Madison Square Garden, man, that would be sick for me, not for him. But that'd be so sick. That'd be awesome. That'd be a great time, man.
That would be look. I sign me up for that one because, as you said, a lot of people are booked right now. But I mean, we throw the word legend out there sometimes. But Frankie Edgar is a damn legend, man. So to do it at
Come on.
Madison Square Garden, that's an all timer right there.
Yeah, yeah. And I threw my name in the hat to fight him a couple times. When he was in fight, I think Pedro in Abu Dhabi, I was there cornering Paige Van Zant, and I had offered to step in on the week's notice to fight him. After I beat a Sunsao, I had asked to fight him. So I know he deservingly, he deserves, whatever fight he wants for his last fight at MSG that they can get him. But you know how the UFC is, they're not going to let him. They're going to make him pass that torch. And like I said, I believe it's my time, and I think it's a great matchup for me.
The great thing about Frankie too is he's not going to shy away from that. You know what I mean? He doesn't want any gimme matchups. Like that dude legit wants to fight the
Yeah.
toughest guys out there. So much respect to him. Well, we know we'll see you in Dallas next week, so you're gonna take a little time off. I'll be out there, so we'll be sure and say hello. Other than
Oh,
that,
nice.
what are you in the gym already? Are you actually gonna really take some time off? I mean, what are you doing after this latest performance, man?
Well, I stayed an extra day in New York and enjoyed some time with the family out there. But I got a workout in this morning already. I feel gross if I don't. I feel like I need to. Probably because the way I like to eat, I need to get the body moving a little bit. But no, I'll be back to training this week. No big injuries. And I like to stay ready either way. Like there's a lot of fights happening in the division, so if I can't get a matchup that I want, maybe I can jump in on a later like a short notice fight with a good matchup.
Yeah, not a bad strategy at all because there's a lot of big fights coming up in that division, man. Talent rich for sure. Well, Ricky, man, I know you're busy, man. I know you just got back in town. You're rushing around getting things taken care of, but good to catch up with you. Congratulations on the win, the bonus, moving back to number 11 in the rankings, and we look forward to seeing what happens again next.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, man.